study any beat that they sending out or sending in. Just walked out of Citizens, counting blue faces about to run me up some Benjamins. Collecting all my dividends. Business over pleasure, I ain't never getting intimate. Like what you trying to get into? Cause you asking all these questions like you trying to do an interview. But shorty, I ain't into you. Cause I was just a friend of you, hoping I ain't offending you.
What's up, world? We at the Live to Legendary podcast. I'm Fresh the Legend, with my co-host Skull, and today we have a special guest. We have North Philly's own rapper slash actor slash activist. Has always been mentioned in his music, very thought-provoking imagery. He stands for something. He started with nothing. Give it up, y'all, for FisBanga.
What's going on, man?
My boy.
How you doing, brother, man? My guys, man, you know.
Man, honored to have you on the show, man.
It's a pleasure.
Doing your thing for a while in the community, man. Skull was hyped to have you, man.
You already know that's my guy, man. I ain't gonna hold you. We go back, so we gonna rap a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I wanna ask you though, who was Fis before the music, before the social media, before any of that? Who was Fis?
That's a good question. Who was Fis before the social media world, man? I mean, I was always myself, still myself, you feel me? Before the world got introduced to me, you know, like I said, I was always a rapper, you know, always an artist. I just feel like I always was somebody that's trying to bridge the gap between the community, you know, right. And just police brutality, just the violence in the street. I felt like the way I was doing it then, people wasn't receiving it the way they receive it now, but right. I always been at it, you feel me? I always been rapping, I used to do poetry. Like I said, it took for me to switch some things up, for things to work, and that's how people started to recognize my work, you know?
I didn't know you did poetry.
Yeah,
that's a whole different vibe right there. I ain't gonna hold you. So how you did poetry, how you get from live out of Philly, and you already know, to Dear Shooter, so you want to be a gangster. How you make that switch? How that happen?
Oh, I mean, like I said, outside of poetry, like any artist, any rap artist, you know, I was like any other young boy rapping about the street shit, you feel me? That's why I understand some of the rappers, the way they rap, you gotta just give them some time to grow.
Right.
So, you know, I was talking just like anybody else, just trying to get on, you know, make a sound, you know, influenced by Meek. So, you know, Meek gave it up, you know, right. Flame is the hard rap. But going from live out of Philly to like a style like that, just rapping, trying to be the hardest street rapper, it was just like, I felt like that music was cool, but I just felt like it wasn't reaching nobody for real. Right. And if it was, it just really wasn't changing nobody's mindset to do right, do better, or motivate. It was just a song that people listen to right now and it'd be a forgot about song. So switching that to Dear Shooter, it was just more like substance into like, I'm really telling the story. Like, you feel me? Like losing your life, what's the aftermath of you being on that ground, like, what's your last words? You know what I mean? What would you want to tell that person that just took your life? Looking into that person's eyes before he killed you. Right. The people that, you know, he traumatized, your daughter, your mother, the family you left behind. Like, it's deeper than just your life. He affected others as well. So that was my way of just getting a little bit more in depth to the music. Yeah,
that thing was powerful. I ain't gonna hold you. It was captivating to keep it a buck.
Dead Shooter.
So between the two styles, what you think is more beneficial to your brand, to who you are?
I mean, I tell everybody this, like, you know, coming from like, you know, knee-high, 15, 16, 17, average rapper, you know, you're gonna be talking what you talk. You know, you live, that's the environment you're around, that's what your friends on, that's what sound good. But I feel like what make more sense for my brand is just, like I said, for one, you gotta remember, we growing old every day. So we getting more mature. It's like we can't still be living a childhood lifestyle, you feel what I'm saying? So I feel like the things I'm speaking on now is just really just molding me to the person I always was when I was younger. But it's just like, as an adult, I feel like it's just my duty, my job to be more of a teacher to the younger crowd. So in my music, I want to teach you, I want to educate you, you know, hopefully inspire you. But it's just more, it's definitely more beneficial to my brand now, moving the way I'm moving.
Right on.
We only getting older, you know, the bullshit is over.
Facts. The time is rolling and we can't be playing. I keep it up, I like that. So then, what do you consider to be your biggest accomplishment of all those things then? All these moves you made in and out of different circles, what's your biggest accomplishment?
I say it's a lot though. That's what I'm saying. That ain't just one, man. Like, I definitely say one of my biggest accomplishments, like just doing what I'm doing, you know, on the scale of like, you know, positivity don't really see the light through the door.
Right.
Everybody want to see the negativity, but to be able to reach platforms like Fox 29 News, Channel ABC, you know, having World Star pick my stuff up multiple times, posting there, you know, with support like from Meek and the Chasers or whatnot, Gilly, Wallow. Like a lot of people just gravitating to what I'm doing and making this like a worldwide trend. Like, you know, it's to the point where everybody in the world doing what I was doing. And it all started in a small little city of North Philadelphia, you see what I'm saying? So to see that go so far, over the West Coast, and you know everybody doing the challenge, everybody doing. They let me know that spoke volume. You know what I mean? Right. So. And just to see everybody like involved with it, because we don't see too much hype around positivity. So to be going rival for the right reasons, that was like one of my biggest accomplishments.
They don't really see the positivity, and to keep it a buck, like folks who look like you, look like me, that ain't what you get from us. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first met you, you pulled up in the wood, I think it was growling. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different vibe, right?
Yeah,
but then we start rapping, and you start to learn who people are. You know what I'm saying? So. And I think that was Access, the set we was on.
Yeah, shout out to Black, man.
Shout out to Black
that's coming
Nero.
soon, man.
So I mean, how'd you link with Black? Tell them about your role in Access. Let me hear about that.
Shout out to Black Nero, man. That's like a big brother, man. You know, Black put me on a lot of the movie scene, taught me a lot, still teaching me a lot. But yeah, man, Black always been locked in. It's crazy. Even when I was, you know, going crazy, going up with my big one, Black always was in my corner telling me the do's and not the do's. Be prepared for this, be prepared for that. And you know, we just happened to just finally find the right time as us connecting, you know, and he happened to be working on a move, and he was like, hey, look, man, time, you know, it's the perfect time now. And it really was. Like, we got on the phone, we chopped it up for like an hour or two. He ended up telling me, yo, I got this role for you. And he like, see, one thing about Black, he real. Like, he ain't just gonna try to force you on something that ain't for you. He said, if it ain't for you, we got more movies to work on, but I do want to actually sit down and make a movie with you. That was really what he wanted to do. He said, you ain't gotta be in this one. I want to make a movie with you. I want to have you tell your story and formulate your skits into a movie, you feel me? And I want to help walk you through that. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna jump in this movie so I get my feet wet, see how the, you know, the atmosphere is with it, and you know, that's how I became a part of SS. You know, I do play, I don't want to give it too much up, but I do play an actor in that you're gonna see me multiple times all over the scene, all over the screen. But yeah, man, Black, just like I said, that's like a big brother right there, man. Shout out to Black De Niro.
I wanted to highlight just that part of your acting. Like I mean, of course you rapped, but I think how I got onto, ain't gonna lie, was through Instagram and seeing you acting out your raps with a message. That's how I came across your stardom. And I want to commend you for one, for just being thought-provoking and capitalizing off that time when we needed a powerful message to switch your perspective.
No bullshit.
You know what I mean? But I want to ask you, like, when you say Black De Niro just asked you to act, and I jumped into it, like, did you always see yourself as an actor? Did this something that came natural to you when you were writing this song? Did you like, okay, I gotta act it out? Like, how did this come about with you becoming an actor as well?
I feel like the acting part came around the time I started switching it up, like I said. So when I was doing poetry and I was rapping, that's all I was doing. I was just rapping, you know, they just hearing me, you feel me? I feel like they had to see what I was saying, you feel me? They had to like see it to believe it. So I started merging like the act like form into the rap. So you feel me? Not only I was rapping, but I was trying to actually showcase what I was rapping. So if I'm telling you about something that's going down, I'm gonna go through it so you don't have to, you feel me?
My thing is, my bad, is like, did you go to school for this?
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. None of that. I ain't none of that. I just feel like, cause like I said, rapping is one thing, you know, you're just giving this, you know, you're giving people words, you know, words is powerful, but I feel like action is more powerful. So to go to actually act out what I was rapping, that's when it all started working. And that was me stepping out my comfort zone to show you I could show you what I'm going through, show you what I'm rapping, so you can get the message. And some people is visual learners, you know what I mean? So they got to see it. So that's what made me merge into the acting, because it's like, I'm already acting, I'm doing these skits, I'm on the ground, I'm crying for my life, I'm bleeding, I'm showing the young boys what it is not to do. And I'm like, I'm acting this, you feel me? I don't really live this lifestyle, but it's just so much you could do by acting somebody else's lifestyle to deliver a positive message, you feel me? So that's when I'm like, yeah, I might as well just try to act, and then it kind of just merged in its own way.
Shout out to you.
Tell us what your brand, Started With Nothing, means. Like, what made you come up with that, what it means to you? And the importance of that, Started With Nothing.
The name really came up, no bullshit, the way it sound. I was like, yo, I want to put a brand together, and this was back in 2016. Like, but I'm like, I ain't got the bread to do it, I ain't got the resources. I don't know nobody that would go about getting a logo, a website. I really had to start with nothing to make this brand. And it was just like, damn, started with nothing. I'm really literally starting with nothing to try to make this brand into something. So it was one of those, just nothing at all. And then, you know, we ended up merging it to a clothing line, you know, started with nothing, and the clothing line started picking up. And then, like I said, the brand, what it mean, though, and what it stand for is for people like, you know, that don't have it. You know, we come from the trenches, we come from a tough environment, and it's like, I feel like everybody wasn't silver spoon. Like, we ain't got the parents that had a little trust fund to the side for us as we got older. Once we graduate, we have to figure that out on our own. Get a job, or you just gonna be out there going the wrong way with life, you feel me? So I feel like it represents for people that's in the position, showing like y'all can start with nothing and still manage to turn that nothing into something. And there's also a brand that represents just helping others in need that started with nothing. So that's why we do a lot of the Feed the Homeless tours. We do them every Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, like
give backs.
Fox 29 News. That's how they came across me, from just being like one of the top boys in the city that just consistently that was known for just giving back. And shout out to Bill Anderson. He came and covered this, and you know, and just the magic just started happening. You know, people started being aware of what I was doing and who I was.
Can you tell our followers, our audience, the feeling of giving back? Because a lot of people might not see the point of going to go give out sandwiches or going to go help the homeless or anything like that. So you somebody that's from the urban community that's successful, but you still spend time giving back. Tell the people why you doing what's important. How does it make you feel inside?
I feel like giving back is a way of life. You know what I mean? We all got to give our 10% back. Like as much as we receive, as much as we get, man, you can't feel satisfied with that if you ain't give at least 10% of that back. You feel me? And that's why we got taxes. You know what I mean? But that's a way of life though. And I feel like giving back is like, that could be you in need. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and like I always look at it like, we could eat whenever we want to. Them homeless people, man, that's out there, or just anybody that's in need, man, they don't know where their next meal coming from. And if you could just stop, give a person a couple of hours, or take the time to make a sandwich and just put a little drive together to go feed somebody, that might have been something little to you, but that meant so much to the person that you gave it to, the people you gave it to. They was fed today, you feel me? Like when we come out there and we feeding them people, they be surprised, like, to see us come out so consistently, and when they do see it, they just, the joy and the smile that we put on their faces, just to know that they gonna eat today. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, and just like I said, it costs us nothing just to give back. Like we gonna get, and we gonna lose in life, but at least we can say we gave. You feel me? So that mean a lot to me.
That was beautiful.